So we are going to start by marking out the shape of our last on a cardboard paper as a raw file. We are going to be using it to mark out our insoles and soles. So after marking it out, then we cut it into shape. So we are using the raw file to mark out our insole, and this is fiber, and also this is Marco faceless 8mm. So these are the things we're going to use for the insole. So we now cut the insole into shape. Then on our last, from here to here is 6 inch. So we're going to transfer it to our insole, 6 inch. So we are going to gum the Marco on the insoles. So after gumming the Marco to the insole, you cut it to the shape of the insole, and then after that minus ½ inch from the first one, and then you gum another layer of Marco from that measurement, and also cut it to the shape of the insole. So if you look closely, I have used my filing machine on the insole, you can see, and then after that I'm going to gum Marco 2mm at the front here, Marco 2mm. Then after that, cut a straight leather. The width is going to be 2 inch and the length will be about 16 inch, and then wrap it around the insole at the back. So after wrapping it around the insole, you cut off some excesses so that you can easily fold it around. So you can see we are done with that. The next thing now is to cut off the crease at the back and at the front of the folder. So the next thing, we are marking out our pattern. So you can see these edges, you have to give it some slight slice so that you can be able to fold it. Apply your gum and then you fold it along the line. So after folding it, the next thing is to attach our lining. So the next thing now is to last the pattern. So you can see the areas where I am pinning on the last, so that I can be able to get the last and done. You can use nails if you don't have this tool that I'm using, so you can use nail in place of the tool. So after aligning the upper, you separate the upper from the lining, and then you gum the lining first. After that, measure to this place 2.5 inches. That is where the front sleeve is going to be placed. So you can see I have attached the front sleeve. I used Mako 2mm as my front sleeve, and after that you attach your fancy and finish up with the last one. So you can see what we have. So now we are going to cut off the crease at the back of the elastic. So after doing that, cut a slight Mako 2mm and cover up the center of the insole, so that you have a uniform layer under the insole. So use the same raw file to cut out your sole. We are using Nora 3mm as our main sole. And then apply your gum and then couple the sole and the footwear. Remember, you have to mark out with your silver pen where the sole has to be placed on the footwear, so that you can be able to apply your gum where necessary, and also it will help you while coupling. So use that same raw file to cut out a leather that has the same shape with your insole, and then apply your gum and then store it on the insole, and then you are done with the whole process. So if you have any question, feel free to drop it in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell icon to get update, because more videos are on the way. Thank you and see you in our next video.